So, Mr. Nikhil, please give a brief introduction about yourself.
Yeah, hi, myself Nikhil. I passed out from IIT Madras in 2020, and after that, I got my master's degree in electrical engineering from IIT Madras. Then I joined a Qualcomm, and I'm currently working with Qualcomm for past 1 year. And I recently completed my 1 year with Qualcomm, so it's been a great journey after passing out from IIT and after joining. After that, I joined a Fortune 500 company. So yeah, it's been a great journey for me. Yeah.
All right. So, would you elaborate on the company you're currently working on?
Yeah, the company currently which I'm working is a Qualcomm, as everybody knows, like Snapdragon processors. So Snapdragon processor, it is the heart of all the mobiles currently which are present in the market. So I work in the modem team as a embedded software engineer, and my work is on majorly to bring the 5G technologies in the hands of all the users which are using the mobile. And like Qualcomm, as you know, plays a very important role during the pandemic. Like when everybody is in the lockdown, and like if you see the students need to attend the classes and everything, so all these things needs mobile platform. So, like Qualcomm played a very important role by bringing these 4G and 5G technology in the hands of every user so that they can access the internet. So currently I'm working in modem team. So modem, as you know, is the basic requirement of all the mobiles for accessing the web pages. So yeah, I'm working in Qualcomm as a embedded software engineer. So yeah,
Okay.
it's been a great journey till
So,
now.
yeah. So, give us a brief knowledge about your job profile and the skills that are needed in your job.
Yeah, so as I said, like I work as an embedded software engineer. So the skills that require me to get into Qualcomm, firstly was as it's a communication company, communication semiconductor company. So I studied like digital communications, wireless communication, digital signal processors. So these are covered in my curriculum at IIT Madras. So I studied those things, and the basic thing which I required was signals and systems, which is the heart of all the subjects which I mentioned. So you should have grip over the signals and systems. After that, as I mentioned that I'm a software engineer. So basically I code in C, C++. So you should have at least intermediate level of skills in programming. So that all skills are basic necessities to get the initial level roles in Qualcomm, and also in not in just Qualcomm, all the other semiconductor companies. So as an embedded engineer, you should have these basic skills, and digital signal processors and computer architecture. These knowledge of these subjects you should have must in order to get into these companies. So I have those skill sets which I got in IIT Madras. So yeah, so this fetched me a job at Qualcomm.
Okay. So, any tips you want to give for gaining this skills and resources?
Yeah, so for gaining these skills, firstly I mentioned the technical subjects like wireless communication, digital communications, and DSPs. So you can have various free resources, like you can access NPTEL. So in NPTEL, if you are not from IIT background or not from NIT background, then you can always go on NPTEL and watch the IIT professor teaching those courses, and you can also gain certifications from there by giving examinations. So yeah, so technical skills on the subject background you can gain from NPTEL, and for programming you can visit Udemy. there are so many good courses taught by various experts. So I gained C++ programming expertise from Udemy. After that, once you get into the company themselves will provide you some trainings, so that will help you in your future careers. So, but yeah, for getting into the companies, you should access NPTEL and the Udemy platform, so that you can have the basic skills which are required to get fetch the jobs in the companies. Yeah.
Okay, so that was a very good tip that you gave. And moving on with the questions. So, during an interview process, how was the question and answer process handled at your company?
Yeah, so coming to my interview question, preparation, the process was very smooth because in the first semester when I entered IIT, we are clear that the companies used to come in at the start of second semester for giving us internship opportunities. So from first semester, I focused on the curriculum which is provided by IIT Madras. So almost I covered 5 subjects there in first semester. So after doing that, I'm confident about the technical part. And for coding process, I followed some YouTube channel. Actually, at that time, I was not aware about Udemy good courses, so I just followed the YouTube channel. And after that, the process was in 2 steps. Like first, written test was happened, and it was around 1.5 hour written test in which they asked digital communications questions, wireless communication questions, and basic programming questions. But they are all multiple choice. There is no round like we have to code fully, but just you have given 4 options and you have to mark the correct output of the code. So that was happened in the written test, internship interview written test. After that, I was shortlisted for like 2 companies. I shortlisted for Intel as well as for Qualcomm. But the Qualcomm perks were good, so I went for Qualcomm. Then interview happened for me for around like 70 to 80 minutes for internship, and there were 3 rounds of interview. 2 were technical rounds, and one was like a coding round. In first technical round, they asked me about digital communications and wireless communications most of the time, and they gave me some questions and asked me to solve in front of them. So I solved those things on paper. Pen and paper based questions were there. After that, in the second round was on DSP processors. So they asked me some digital signal processing, so that round also went well. After that, some coding round was there, but that was not very hectic for me, but because it was just 10 to 15 minutes. They mostly judged me on my technical skills instead of coding skills. So after selection, after giving all the 3 rounds, I got a call from HR that you have been shortlisted in the firmware engineer role. So and the location was Hyderabad. So yeah, I took that, and then internship experience was amazing because it was just 3 months of internship, and Qualcomm organizes a lot of trips for interns. Like we went to Leonia Resort in Hyderabad, and then we went to Wonderla also, and they give us so many goodies, like a water bottle, cups, bags, and everything they give. And after that, the stay was quite nice because we were given sharing rooms, but those rooms were fully air conditioned, and like stay was awesome. Means free food, everything was nice. They means they also provided air tickets to travel from Chennai to Hyderabad and back from Hyderabad to Chennai. And we used to get around 45,000 as a stipend, which Qualcomm provides for interns. And all the other facilities were free. We don't have to spend our money. So yeah, the stay was quite nice, and the internship experience was amazing. I met many students from other IITs and NITs, and I had a good bonding with them. So yeah, I enjoyed a lot during my internship. After the internship was over, then I received a pre-placement offer after 1 month. uh, so I accepted that. So I don't have to go for placements. So before placements, I have the offer in my hand. So after that, I rest of the 1 year I enjoyed my IIT life. So yeah, it was a great experience.
All right. So yeah, as you shared your own experience, so what has been your experience at this company right now in the present?
Yeah, yeah. From As you know that I joined Qualcomm in 2020, so it was in the lockdown period. So actually, I don't have to visit the office campus in my past 1 year. So I'm working from home from past 1 year. I never went to the office. I never saw my new teammates. So yeah, but the support and onboarding was very smooth. Means the HRs, they used to send all the whatever the laptops, goodies, and everything for a newcomer. They sent us in during the pandemic via courier. After that, they assign one buddy for you, buddy, or you can say mentor for you in Qualcomm, who is my mentor was he's working for Qualcomm for approximately 10 years. So he's very senior to me, and yeah, he helped me in ramping up my trainings. Firstly, I went through like 4G trainings for like 2 to 3 months. After that, they moved me in the 5G project. But yeah, that was good because we are moving into the 5G. So working over the latest technology is always awesome. But my buddy and mentor helped me a lot. I even asked very silly doubts and they used to clear me. So yeah, process was smooth. So for a new joiner, Qualcomm gives you sufficient time to ramp up the ladder, and yeah, you can cope up with the schedules. But yeah, sometimes it becomes hectic because you are new and you are in the learning phase. So most of the things means you need to spend some time because you cannot get through the you are new to the company, so you have to spend a lot of time in learning as well as implementing those learnings. So you cannot get through the problem instantly. So yeah, means they give you some time to ramp up and then implement the problem set which they give you in the project. So sometimes it becomes hectic because you need to complete the task on deadlines.
So any advices you want to give for our future aspirants?
Yeah, for future aspirants, if they want to work with some Fortune 500 semiconductor company, so basically they can get by two process. First one is the straightforward, just give the gate exam, crack it with good rank, and then join some good IITs or NITs or triple ITs. Their companies, big companies directly come to offer you the jobs. So that is the straightforward and the not easy process, but yeah, straightforward process, because applying off campus is quite difficult as compared to on campus jobs. So first process is getting into the IITs or NITs, and the second process, which other students can follow who are not from IIT or NIT background, is like they can join some coachings, like there are various coachings like Maven Silicon is there, and VLSI Guru is there. So they offer trainings in VLSI as well as in the embedded system domain. So one can join those coachings, and they can prepare from there. Or one more thing is there, like CDAC provides PG diploma in VLSI or embedded systems. So one can join those things also, because they are quite well. And once you complete those trainings from those coachings, then you are very well skilled to get jobs in the market. So yeah, these are the two tips which I can give, like to join the top tech semiconductor companies.
That's a very good advice. So, lastly, I would like to know that anything interesting that happened during the preparation of or an interview for this company.
No, as such, there was no interesting thing happen, because the process was like very straightforward, because all the most of the companies like Qualcomm, Intel, Samsung, they directly come to our campus for internship, and from starting onward, we know that the companies used to come, and we have to prepare for it. So our batch, in most of my batchmates and me started preparing from the first semester onwards. So most of us got the internships. Some of them got in Intel, and one got in Samsung, and one got in Cisco. So like that, we all prepared and we all got it. But yeah, means group studies are important.
All right. So, that is it. Thank you so
Yeah.
much, Mr. Nikhil, for sharing your experiences and thoughts with us. It was great talking to you. Of course, it is informative
Thanks
for
a
all
lot.
of us, whoever is watching this.
Thanks a lot,
And
Sonia.
yeah, would you like to
Yeah.
say something to our audience?
Yeah, just prepare well, and enjoy your college life, because it won't come easy. And yeah, because once you get into the company, it's like starting from morning and ending it in the evening, and just after that you are just sleeping. So nothing was there. But yeah, enjoy your college life, because it won't come back again. Yeah, that's
All right. Thank
yeah.
you.
Thanks a
Just
lot,
a second.
Sonia.
And yeah, that is it for today's video. I hope it was informative for you guys. And even if you want to share your experiences and thoughts with us, then do comment down below in this video. And you can also DM us on all our social media handles. The links are in the description box below. Do subscribe to our channel, Placement Interview.